All right, so I didn't even get the precept I wanted, but even what you see here, you see the genealogy, of Yahweh Shai, and it points it out because it's going back. What do we see here? They come up with they're trying to come up with the Trinity doctrine, say or his father and him same person. This is what this means, and all this extra stuff. When it's not exactly biblical. So you're saying when he was Salakia, Salakia, when he was on the cross, talking about his father, he was talking to himself. And what about what is it, Proverbs 4? It says whoever ascended up into heaven. In fact, let's get it. Where is it? Proverbs 4. Yeah, here it is. Proverbs 4. Who has ascended up into heaven or descended? Who have gathered the wind in his fist? Who has bound the waters in a garment? Who have established all the ends of the earth? What is his name and what is his son's name, if thou canst tell? So, if the father and the son are supposed to be the same person, why is it saying what is his name? What's the name of Yahweh? The Most High, and what is his son's name? If they were the same person, wouldn't they have the same name as well? Their whole doctrine just crumbles. Like, where in the scriptures does it say this? Doesn't it say he was gonna send his son? But hold on a minute, but how are you saying that he is his son? So like the whole doctrine, it don't make any sense. And that's all to do with the dogma that was pushed, and it's not and it's not even biblical, which is what we're reading. And I'm just pretty much keeping it short. But let me go straight back to the genealogy. This is Matthew's 1:1, and I'm just gonna start from the top. The book of the generations of, I'll say it verbatim. Jesus Christ, the son of David, the son of the son of Abraham. This goes through his, genealogy. Abraham begat Isaac, and Isaac begat Jacob, and Jacob begat Judas and his brethren, and Judas begat Phares and Zara of Thamar, and Phares begat Ezram, and Ezram begat Aram, and Aram begat Aminadab, and Aminadab begat Nasan, and Nasan begat Salmon, and Salmon begat Boaz, and Rakab. You're getting the idea. And it goes all the way down to, should go all the way down, and Jacob begat Joseph, the husband of Mary, of whom was born Hamashiach. So it gives, Yahweh Shai Hamashiach. So it gives, the entire genealogies, because he could have come from don't doubt we're not saying that the Most High could have had it where it came to an immaculate conception, but that's not the way he set it up. He had to fulfill prophecy for him to come, to the lineage of David, because that was what was said. The Messiah would come, come to the lineage of David. And some people mistake that, and they think that no, David was the Messiah. Well, this is not the case. But anyway, let me just get straight to the point, which was the pagan holiday, and then close it out from there. So I'll just go straight to this. I'll just literally finish off with this part and close it out. Day of Easter controversy. One important problem with the council. One important problem. The council wanted to come to an agreement on the day Easter falls. Now, it wouldn't even make any sense for them to do that, because they're saying that Christians, Jews, and all that they're celebrating at this day and celebrating at this day, when they were all Israelites in that land anyway. But it's just a matter of fact, you had Israelites that did follow the Messiah and Israelites that didn't follow the Messiah, man. Those, of course, you had those calling themselves Christians, which, well, I should say, had the label of Christians, which solely means, follower of the anointed, and those, who didn't. Easter falls, and, they changed it. I don't know if I said this earlier, but they basically changed it. It was originally on the same day, if I'm not mistaken, and then they changed it to a Sunday after the full moon. But we should read about that anyway. And agreeing the day Easter falls, which even centuries after the issue was first raised during the Nicene Council, still remains unresolved. Easter is linked to the quote unquote Jewish Passover, and the understanding that Yahushua was crucified on the time of the Passover, an event celebrated every year to commemorate the Jews' liberation by God from slavery in ancient Egypt. But that Last Supper, that was a feast of unleavened bread in itself, man. That was a feast of unleavened bread, because that crucifixion happened around the time of the Passover. Because if I'm not mistaken, at the time of that crucifixion, if I'm not mistaken, they were still sacrificing lambs. They were still killing lambs. But if I'm not sure if I got this I have got this pre-spin the video, but it's just a matter of fact that one part of the video didn't save it. It might be in there, so I'll just get it, for edification purposes again. Acts 12:4, because this is the only place that Easter is in the scriptures, man. And it's clear as day that it's talking about the feast, of unleavened bread. And even if you go into the word, you'll see that it's talking about Passover. The word is pasture. Pasak, if I'm not mistaken. This is Acts 12:2. And he killed James, the brother of John, with the sword. And this is talking about Herod. He angry about what's going on. And because he saw it pleased the Jews, he was desperate for their approval, but he also didn't like what was going on. He wanted to be, because he was an Edomite, but he wanted to be accepted and everything like that. He proceeded to further take Peter also. Then were the days of unleavened bread. And when he had apprehended him, he put him in prison and delivered him to four I stumbled that a little bit. Quaternions of soldiers to keep him, intending after Easter. And what we see in this verse, but why does it say Easter? Just above here it said the feast. It highlighted the feast of unleavened bread, because it's nothing but a clerical. It's just like a little clerical error, if I'm not mistaken. Because if you go back to this word, it should be pasak. If I'm not mistaken, it should be pasak, which is nothing but Passover. It should bring forth to the people. And let's go to Amos 5:21, because this is what Yahweh Bashim Yahushua has to say about your feast days. Amos 5:21, I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. Though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them. Neither will I regard your peace offerings of your fat beasts. Take away from me the noise of thy song. All those melodies that they sing on these pagan holidays. For I will not hear the melody of thy vows, but let judgment run down as waters, and righteousness as a mighty stream. The controversy over the correct date for Easter is due to the fact the date cannot be separated from the Passover period and debates as early as the 2nd century due to this obstacle. Little debate, little disputes, and the council, with the church and whatnot. The Passover was calculated by Jews based on cycles of the moon the same way our brothers do it now. Just like, the month is based, the month is based on a new moon, right? The council declared that Easter was always to be held on a Sunday, but didn't link it to a particular phase of the moon. A dispute arose as to the determination of the day, to the determination of the Sunday itself, since Sunday can occur on any day of the month. Discussions and disagreements over the best method for computing the day of Easter has been ongoing and unresolved for centuries. Different Christian denominations continue to celebrate Easter on different days, with Eastern and Western churches being an example. Today's differences are more to do with utilization of different calendars, Julian East versus Gregorian West. And of course, we're in the Gregorian calendar. Speaking from us in the West, so-called, in the places that westernized, we in the Gregorian calendar. But I actually didn't know that the East were, in the East were in the Julian. Before reading this. So hey, you learn something new all the time, man. Meaning that Easter will fall on different days. So you know what? I'll actually close it out there. And in closing, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bashim, Shai, Bashim, Kakadash. Until next time, Shalom.